Guys, if you can find one mistake in the Quran, I will leave Islam right now.
So there are many errors in the Quran, but for the sake of brevity, we will just look at a couple. Surah 96:2, the Quran says that in the embryo process, humans begin as a clot of blood. This is an error. At no stage in the human developmental process are we a clot of blood.
Okay, so here we've got another Christian, doesn't know anything about the religion of Islam, doesn't know anything about classic Arabic language, doesn't know anything about the creation of mankind, and now he wants to say that there's a mistake in the Quran. Okay. So the Quran in chapter 96, verse number 2 says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, خَلَقَ الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ عَلَقٍ. Right? Allah says, and created the man from what? From alaq. Now let's see what alaq is. So the word has multiple meanings in classic Arabic. So it could mean a clot of blood. It can also mean a clinging substance. It can also mean a substance that is shaped like a leech. So there's three definitions of alaq. So let's have a look at the stages of the embryo. So after fertilization, the zygote divides and forms a blastocyst, and by the third week, the embryo embeds into the uterine wall, resembling a leech. Between the third and the fourth week, the embryo has blood flowing in closed vessels, even before the heart begins to beat. So here it looks like a leech, as stated by Dr. Keith Moore, a professor of embryology, and it clings to the wall and contains blood in undeveloped vessels. So what does he say? It says it resembles a clot. So all the meanings that the Quran said, right? The Quran said it's like a clinging substance. It clings to the uterine wall. The Quran said it's shaped like a leech. That's exactly what scientific professors are saying in terms of its shape and behavior. And the Quran also says that it's blood-like, the alaq. He says because of the blood vessels, it is also blood-like. So early embryonic stages do look like a blood clot. It's dark red, clinging mass. So the Quran uses the visual metaphors in order for people to understand. So Dr. Gerald, professor at the Georgetown University Medical School, acknowledged that the alaq stage mentioned in the Quran reflects reality. So the Quran's use of the word alaq is not a scientific error, but a multi-layered, accurate description of the early stages of human development. For example, Dr. Keith Moore in his book, The Developing Human, as you can see here, shows you a leech and an embryo at day 24. Look at the similarities between the two. So no, there is no contradiction in the Holy Quran.